I'd like to welcome everyone to North Decatur High School tonight for tonight's boys varsity basketball game against the Rushville Lions. It's senior night, great crowd, bands playing in the background, so we hope it's going to be a great night for our Chargers. Jeff, Rushville, as we talked briefly before we came on the air, is coming into tonight's game at 5-18. Their wins this year have come against, kind of been spaced out throughout the year. They beat Centerville, Monroe Central, Morristown, Knightstown, and then on Tuesday night they won, or excuse me, not this Tuesday, last Tuesday they won at Oldenburg. Some common opponents that they've played, that they've lost to, that the Chargers have played. They lost at Greensburg, at Lawrenceburg, at home against Batesville, at home against Delta, and then most recently on Tuesday night they lost at Hamilton Heights. I think that was about a 20-point loss. Our Chargers did play them back in the Richmond tournament back in December, and Chargers were able to come away with a 31-point victory that day, so hopefully we can get somewhat of a repeat of that.
Yeah, you never know. Those holiday tournaments, I think that was the second day they played them. Is that right?
It was, yes.
So, a day of wear and tear up there, halfway through the season at that point. Now we're at the end of the season. So, those holiday tournaments are neat, but you really don't know what you're seeing sometimes.
You're right.
And from what I understand, Rushville didn't have a key player that night.
You're correct.
Or that day. So you never know what's going to happen. 5-18, you think Chargers ought to be able to come in there and handle this, but they're teenage kids coming off a tough loss against Greensburg there Tuesday night. So who knows? That's why we're playing.
And
the
you
game.
look at Rushville's schedule night in and night out. They play a lot of 3A and some 4A teams, and that's bound to make a little difference. Although their schedule is not nearly as good as it was 20 years ago, so they've changed a few things on that. But nonetheless, Rushville comes in tonight averaging just a hair under 40 points a game at 39 points a game offensively. They're giving up 56.6 points per game. They're a 27% three-point shooting team, a 58% shooting free throw team, turning the ball over just a little over 14 turnovers a game. One thing that kind of stood out to me, Jeff, is overall they're only a 36% field goal shooting team, and that's including twos and threes and everything. And that's if you're only making 36% of your shots, you're going to struggle a little bit on the offensive end. They are led by 6'5" senior number 21, Thompson. He's averaging 9.4 points per game. He is one of the kids that does shoot the ball pretty well, but I think most of his shots come from the interior. He's a 52% field goal percentage shooter. Also another senior, number 11, 6'1" senior Morton. He's averaging 8.4 points per game. 5'10" sophomore, number 12, Jenkins, averaging 6.2. And then the kid that did not play against the Chargers in the Richmond tournament, number 24, Kane, he's a junior, and he's averaging 5.8, but he's their best three-point shooter and their best free throw shooter at 34% and 72%. And then they have a number of other kids that come off the bench, number 50, Korn, number 5, younger Thompson, and number 2, Wolf. So all in all, I talked to Coach Metz, and he gave me his usual line about this and that. And what I took out of this, Jeff, basically is pretty simple. Defensively, we've got to make them shoot the ball from the perimeter and not let them get to the basket. Real simple. Sometimes sounds simpler than it is, but that's the gist of it. And I think offensively we have to create pace and tempo, and hopefully we can do that. And but yet at the same time, in the half court, kind of be efficient with the ball. Not come down and take bad shots or quick shots and those kinds of things. So, in a nutshell, that's kind of what Coach Metz said.
Will Rushville play his own defense tonight, Gary?
When they played us up at the Richmond tourney, they played all man-to-man. But I talked to Coach Metz, and he said it wouldn't surprise him if we don't see some zone tonight. So we'll just kind of wait and see. But never know with these coaches. I know I've quit trying to guess.
Well, one thing I know for certain, Coach Metz has it easy tonight on senior night. He's going to start his 5 seniors tonight. Yeah. I do know that. I talked to him before the game. So
that does make it a little easier or simpler.
Yeah. Now, how long he'll stick with that is kind of a good question. Yep. I know Caden come up a little sore after that Greensburg game. Don't know what kind of shape he's in for sure, but look for I I don't think Coach Metz will stick with it long. He'll probably get
Right.
Caden in there. He runs the show. He's our ball handler.
Well, not only that, unless he just really has a tough injury, you kind of want to keep a rhythm going leading into next week, and to just set him completely this whole game, might affect his head a little bit, which I doubt, but might affect just that, what I call that little rhythm thing that you got like to always kind of have as a player, to go from Tuesday one week and not play again until the following Friday. So
right.
that's I'm sure that's the reason that they're probably going to play him some tonight. So we've got about 30 seconds till our national anthem here, and we'll take some sponsor breaks. Be back with our starting lineups right after these sponsors. This is Charger Basketball on WTRE.
Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has some tire deals. Right now, you can get up to $200 back in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And farmers, with harvest underway, don't let tire problems slow you down. The Walters Goodyear service trucks roll to you to get you back up and running. Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg at 220 West Main, phone 812-663-7551.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Walters Tire and Morning Breeze Healthcare and Retirement Community. Sports on WTRE brought to you in part by Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in downtown Greensburg and Decatur County Recycling. Do you have questions about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Great news! Open Box Outlet is open at the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center. Not only do they make comfortable living affordable, they have constantly changing inventory with constantly changing specials. You'll want to go back often. Open Box Outlet features furniture for inside and outside. Open Box Outlet is family and veteran owned and operated. Find them in the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center or online at shopopenboxoutlet.com.
Flooring so beautiful, so exciting, it looks as though it were designed for your home alone. That's your dream of what your home should be. And when you visit Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, you'll know it's a dream come true. Discover the latest in flooring and carpeting expressions, made affordable. When it comes to selection, Levenstein's offers all types of flooring designed to blend with your living. You can depend on a professional, experienced sales staff, free estimates, and expert installation. Special financing is available. Levenstein's Abbey Carpet on East State Road 46. Greensburg.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School. Just in time, I think we're going to make a presentation here to Jeff DeLance Nobby to recognize him. First home game we've had since he did that up the Hoosier Gym for his 1,000th point. So great honor for that young man, and I think he becomes the 7th boys player to reach 1,000 points. So that's pretty special company.
That is, and I don't know if you noticed that during senior night, one little girl went over there and grabbed that ball from underneath the chair and was playing ball with it.
Oh, was I there? I didn't see that.
I wasn't sure what the ball was at the time. I seen it had the stuff written on it, and I thought, uh-oh, I bet she ain't supposed to have that.
Yes. Well, we've introduced the Rushville lineup, so I'll let you start with the Rushville Lions, then followed by the Chargers here, Jeff.
Rushville Lions, they're going to start number 2, Chase Wolf, a 5'8 junior. Number 3, Quentin Kane, a 6'1 junior. Number 11, Cameron Morton, a 6'1 senior. Number 12, Zaven Jenkins, a 5'10 sophomore. And 21, Dylan Thompson, a 6'5 senior. Your Lions starters tonight. As I said earlier, Chargers, they're going to start their 5 seniors. Number 3, Carson Parmer at 6'3". Number 13, Blake Spears at 6 foot. Number 15, Connor Linkmeyer at 6'3". Number 23, Lance Nobby at 6'5". And Reed Messer, 6'1" senior, gets the start tonight for our Chargers.
Well, that's kind of a neat thing. Sometimes as a coach, you always would like to do that, but sometimes it doesn't work out quite as easily. And tonight being a non-conference game, a game that is not that they're not all important, but, we can mix our starting lineup a little bit. And I don't think we're going to get hurt a whole lot with this group out there.
Well, we talked about it earlier. How long will Caden stay off? He is our main ball handler. Now, Blake's capable of it, but then you potentially take the ball out of his hands. He had, 15 points the other night, all 3-pointers?
Yep.
So we got the teams in the middle of the court. Lions in their road blacks with some white and red trim. Chargers home whites, which we haven't seen in a while, Gary. I think you said about a month. And
I will tell you, this is a great officiating crew. One of my all-time favorites. They all. I know 2 of them have had boys state finals. One of them have had 2 boys state finals. So this is a really good group.
So you always got the calls when this team reffed it?
No, I never got the calls. And just like we talked about earlier there, the Lions who played man-to-man all year and played man-to-man before.
They come out in the zone.
Yep.
Chargers get the tip. We get it to Linkmeyer on the left baseline. Now Parmer up on top. Spears, long way out there. He's off front iron, no good. Bounces
over the top
outbounds.
Back, so Chargers will line it up on their normal man-to-man defense, I'm sure.
Linkmeyer's checking this Rushville player. That's Kane. Bring the ball up the floor for them. Chargers are in their man-to-man. They got it on the right wing here, looking inside, nothing doing. Still looking up on top. Very patient team. Tries to drive in, gets his drive stopped. Now number 12, that's the Morton kid, gets it inside and jump ball.
It's like the Lions will keep that. Chargers had the opening tip.
Sorry, 12 was Jenkins. Kane to trigger it in for the Lions. Oh, they get it right inside, and Messer's going to pick up a foul.
Yeah, nice little play and fake there by Morton. He just took a little jab step like he was going to cut the top, and Reed kind of leaned that way and came right back to the ball, and they gave it to him, and Reed committed a foul. So Morton at the line to shoot a couple free throws here.
First one's up, no good.
Yeah, and that 58% free throw shooting percentage from the free throw line, Jeff, is that's another statistic that kind of stood out to me a little bit too.
Yeah. His first one was pretty flat. He had a little more arch on that one. I thought he had a better chance with that one. Missed them both, however. Chargers come away with the rebound. Spears in the front court. Parmer back to Spears. Nobby on the right baseline. Chargers have had just one shot tonight. Spears going to try another 3. Money.
There's our first Heritage Automotive three-point shot. Blake Spears puts the Chargers up 3-0 here in the H&R Block first quarter.
After Tuesday night, does he realize he can step inside that arc and shoot them, or is he?
Yeah, I get after him sometimes. And Morton answers it on the other end with a three-pointer. So we have a 3-3 ball game. Chargers push it up. Linkmeyer back to Spears.
Parmer catches on the right wing, back up on top to Spears. He finds Linkmeyer on the left wing, looking inside that zone, nothing going on. They get it to Messer right at the free throw line. He kicks it out. Linkmeyer's going to try a corner 3. It's short, no good. Nobby gets the rebound. One dribble in front of the rim, puts it up. He misses. Rebound gets tapped out.
Good job by Parmer there keeping that ball alive.
Spears going to try another long 3. Hits another one. 2 Heritage Automotive 3s for Blake Spear. 6-3 Chargers up here early in the H&R Block first quarter. Lions with the basketball on the offensive end. Chargers stay in their man-to-man defense. This is Kane with the ball, works it to the left-hand side, gives it to Jenkins, up on top to Kane, blocked out of bounds.
Good job by Lance Nobby sliding over and helping on that and blocking the shot out of bounds, so it'll be Lion ball.
Kane triggered in, goes in top to Jenkins, gets a ball screen. Spears fights through that. They get it off the right side of the rim. It's missed. Nobby ends up the rebound. Spears going to bring the ball up the middle of the court for Chargers, gives it to Nobby just outside the arc. He takes one dribble, puts up a 10-footer, and hits it.
Good transition there. Puts the Chargers up 8-3 in our H&R Block first quarter.
Rushville walks the ball across the timeline. Chargers do stay in their man-to-man. They get it to the elbow, cut off of it. Messer's got this Lion check. They get it inside to their big kid, Thompson. He fights through a lot of contact, misses a shot. Nobby comes away with the rebound. You give it back to Nobby. Now Spears, he lines up for another long three. In and out, no good. Well, Blake's, he's feeling it tonight, isn't he?
I don't know if he's feeling it or not, but he's shooting it.
That line gets it inside the lane.
Good penetration there by Kane to knock a little short jumper in. 8-5 Chargers.
Spears has the ball in the front court. They stay in their zone defense. Messer tries to go over the top, gets swatted back out. Chargers retain possession. Messer gets Nobby at the high post. Looking, wants to do something with it. He gets collapsed on, gets it out to Spears, now finds Palmer in the right corner. Skip past the Spears up on top now, looking inside. Nobby at the high post, left side of the rim, up and in.
Good look in the high post there. Got his lance, one little dribble, and got the layup. 10-5 Chargers. Quarter almost half gone here.
Lions got the ball in the front court now. Jenkins has it on the high left wing. Spears is checking him out there. Now to Kane. Still on the left wing. Linkmeyer's on him. He tries to drive. Oh, they got a nice pass through there, and Palmer going to pick up a foul. I thought he may have had to block. But
yeah, did a nice job sliding over. They kind of did a little ball screen on us, and Thompson did a nice job rolling to the basket. Hit him for a shot right around the rim there, and Carson came over to pick up the second team foul for the Chargers.
It's going to send Thompson to the line for two, and he hit his first one. I think Thompson was going to dunk at it if he had a chance there.
I was thinking the same thing, Jeff.
He had that look in his eyes. Second one's up. Hits long, no good. Chargers pull down the rebound. Spears with the ball in the front court now. Dribbles off his leg, but retains possession of it. Now Palmer, high right wing, back to Spears. Now Nobby on the inside. Don't know how he caught it, but he done a good job. He put it up, got fouled. He's going to the line.
Yeah. Good job just putting it on the floor one time there and tried to fight through the contact, but wasn't quite able to finish it. So he'll go to the line to shoot two Ameriprise Financial free throws.
Foul was on Morton of the Lions, his first, team's first.
Nobby hits the first Ameriprise Financial free throw. 11-6 Chargers.
Lance puts the second one in the air, and it's good.
12-6 Chargers here in the H&R Block first quarter.
Kane brings the ball across the timeline. Charger bench is up and applauding. They get it to Wolf. Wolf on the wing, standing there looking. Chargers staying there man-to-man. Now Kane pops out on top. They get number 11 there. Morton, he fires, misses. Long rebound, comes down the Chargers. Inside to Nobby quickly, left side of the rim. He puts it up. Long, no good. Rebound to the line.
I thought he might have gotten fouled on that one, Jeff, but they didn't call it, so play on.
Thompson gets the ball. He gets the left low block. He fires one up there. It's missed. Linkmeyer steps on the in line with the rebound, so it's going to be a turnover by the Chargers.
Yeah, it's the first turnover by either team, actually.
One disadvantage being long.
Good point.
Lions inbound under their basket. They get Thompson in the corner. Nobby's got him checked out over there. He passes it up on top. Round we come to Wolf. He's on the right wing. Messer's got him. Puts the ball on the floor, hands it to Kane as he comes around a little weave up there. Messer switches off on to Kane now. Kane's going to get an avenue to the lane, left side of the rim. Nobby's going to block that out of bounds.
Yeah, good job of Reed Messer, kind of keeping him pushed outside the lane. Let Lance come over there on the help side and get his hand on that one.
Kane triggered in. Looks like he's out of breath down there getting ready to throw it in. He goes over the top to Thompson, mishandles a little bit, but
I think Kane missed about 5 or 6 games in the middle of the season there with some kind of a hand injury. So
Lions working around the perimeter. That's young man Wolf gets all the way to the right side of the rim.
We can't let him get direct line drives to the basket like that. We got to square them up, pinch gaps. Looks like the Lions went man-to-man here now.
And we try to force one into Palmer and didn't have a chance.
Yep. Second turnover for the Chargers. 12-8 Chargers here with 2:08 to go here in the H&R Block first quarter.
Kane gets an opportunity at the rim. He passes Thompson left side of the rim, gets it knocked out of his hands. Nobby's able to save it before it goes out of bounds. Get it up in the front court to Spears. Find Palmer in the left corner. Nobby at the free throw line. Shot fake, puts it up and under. He got fouled.
Good feed by Carson as Lance kind of came down in the lane. There was a trailer, and then Lance made a nice shot fake to set up that little drive and get to the basket.
Fouls on Thompson, his first, team second. Send Lance to the line. Been there earlier, hit both of them. Ameriprise Financial free throw for Lance is up, and it's good.
13-8 Chargers, 1:49 to go here in our opening quarter.
Lance's second opportunity.
Like Caden Muckerhide checking in for the Chargers.
Hits it.
Like Carson Palmer going to check out. So 14-8. Little three-quarter court pressure here with the Chargers.
Muckerhide comes in. He checks Kane to backcourt. Kane gets by him a little bit. He gets a drive stop. They get it to Jenkins. He gets his drive stop. Now around him, Morton puts it up. It's no good. Gets his own rebound left side of the rim. He misses again. And, boy, that's why you struggle to win ball games right there.
You got to have those shots around the basket, especially when you're not a real good shooting team to begin with.
Messer gets it.
Nice drive by Reed Messer. Kick out to Spears. A little long.
Rushville with the rebound. I thought Spears was going to get another one, but now he picks up a silly foul. Third team foul on the Chargers, first on Blake.
1:17 to go here, first quarter. 14-8 Chargers.
Muckerhide's picking up in the backcourt. Looks like he's back there by himself. Kane breaks through that press, gets it to a teammate here on the right wing. Linkmeyer staring him in the eye, waiting for him to make a move with the basketball. He does. Linkmeyer shuts the drive off. Morton in the deep corner, up on top to Thompson. He's going to put up a 15-footer, and he rolls that in.
The front edge of the rim, rolls it in there. 14-10 Chargers.
Under a minute to play here in the H&R Block first quarter. 4-point lead for the Chargers. Spears has it. Now to Messer in the right corner. Takes a dribble, gets it back out on top. Muckerhide just about travels. Lance Nobby ends up with the ball, finds a nice cut by Linkmeyer. He lets a guy clear right over the top of him, puts it in.
That was an interesting play, to say the least.
I do mean completely over the top of him.
He did.
Linkmeyer ducked. The kid jumped right over top of him.
Straddled him, and Connor was able to convert. 16-10 Chargers, 25 seconds to go here in the quarter.
It's probably a good thing that kid was that athletic. That could have been really bad if he'd have come down. 16 seconds to play here in the quarter. Chargers up 6. Kane with the basketball. Muckerhide's on him pretty tight. Now he gives it up to a teammate. Now Kane has it back on the high left wing.
Like Coach Metz switched him to that little zone that we did the other night at Greensburg.
Kane's going to fire a three from the wing. He misses everything, and that's going to be your quarter. Chargers up 16-10.
So 16-10. We'll take some sponsor breaks and be right back with more Charger basketball here on WTRE.
Got the new car itch? Well, be sure and check out the folks at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. There you'll find their in-stock 2022 models, and if you don't see exactly what you want, order it. Select the exact color, accessory package, engine, tires, and wheels, and when it gets here, you've got exactly what you wanted. See Ron Gardner, Tony DiLoretto, Dan Rubel, Kevin Milburn, or Josh Camplain for your new 2022 Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram today. Acra Automotive, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School, where the Chargers have taken a opening quarter 16-10 lead over the Lions. Our second quarter sponsor here, Decatur County Memorial Hospital, the quality care you want close by.
Well, Gary, you're right. Referee gave you a big wave there, checking up on you.
He did our game up at the Hoosier Gym the other day, and I went down after we finished and was going to try to talk to him, but he had to leave because he had the girls' regional later that day, and so I didn't get to speak to him. So hopefully I'll get a chance to get down there. And I did tell Coach Metz that after the game tonight to send our seniors up to chat with us a little bit. So hopefully you got some questions ready for them.
I'll ask my questions off the air, Gary.
Yeah.
Chargers get the ball to start this second quarter. Lead and the basketball. Youngman is checked in. He's going to fire a three right away. Didn't shoot that one very well. It goes out of bounds off the miss.
A little flat.
Yes.
Like Carson Palmer checking back in for Messer.
So that shot, the rebound, or ball went off the rim out of bounds, so it's going to be Rushville's ball. They bring it into the front court. Kane checked by Muckerhide. Rushville's brought a sub in too. Got a couple in there now. Now they're still working ball around the perimeter. He's high on the right wing with it. Linkmeyer's on him. Doesn't give it. Does a reverse pivot, but he loses his dribble. Linkmeyer steps out on him. He gets a teammate out by the timeline. Youngman's got this young man. He gets a ball screen, kicks to the corner. Number 5 is going to put up a 3. It's in and out, no good.
Good block out there by the Chargers.
It's always a good rebound when the ball hits the floor and you got nothing but your colored jerseys around it.
Palmer with a 3 from the perimeter, no good.
Nobby's
Lance does a nice job of deflecting a rebound out of Thompson's hand. It goes off Thompson, so the Chargers will keep the ball.
Nice play by Lance Nobby there. Kind of a risky play sometimes. You reach in there, you can get a cheap foul, but it works out for us. We're going to trigger it in under our basket. We get Nobby left side of the rim, up and in.
Yeah. You know, that's a play I'm just amazed at, Jeff, that teams that scout anybody at all, and we've ran that numerous times last year, this year, the year before, that we still get buckets off of it a lot.
And we're going to the same kid for 2 years in a row. Rushville gets it right in the lane. Lance walls up on him. Rebound comes down to Linkmeyer. Now to Muckerhide. He's got the ball in the front court. Trying to see, it looks like they're in a man-to-man defense. Nobby gets it left side. Gets a line, sneaks in on him, gets the ball knocked away from him.
Good job by Wolf there of kind of getting his hands on Nobby's shot. Looks like Spears checking in the game for Linkmeyer.
Looks like we're going to get the ball after that. Palmer's going to trigger it in right in front of the Lions bench. Gets the ball from the referee. Spears in the corner. Fakes the 3, pulls it up. Around the arc we go. Muckerhide up on top, getting directions from Coach Metz now.
Going to run a little set here. That clear out for Caden.
Left-hand side, he puts it up and in.
Good drive by Caden there, using that left hand. Got it off the glass. 2010 Chargers. 6:12 to go here in our Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter.
Muckerhide's first points of the night for the Chargers. Rushville has it on their end of the court. Chargers stay in a man-to-man defense. Switch on that screen. They get it to Thompson. He's pretty wide. Now they get it to a teammate in the corner. Passes out to Kane up on top. Muckerhide's got him. Kane gets a ball screen. Works to the left-hand side. Turn around 8-footer.
Nice
missed.
fake there by Kane. Just wasn't able to convert it. Chargers push it up. Muckerhide with the ball.
Working right-hand side. Right side of the rim. Lays up off the glass and in.
Looks like the Lions are going to call a timeout. Full timeout, so we'll take some sponsor breaks and be back with Charger basketball here on WTRE.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. At Batesville Chrysler, we've been putting families into reliable cars since 1984. And when it comes to buying a dependable car, who you buy from really does matter. So visit us at Batesville Chrysler. We'll be there for you before and after the sale. We work hard every day to prove that you can buy a car anywhere, but at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is the difference.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School. Chargers holding a 22-10 lead with 5:38 to go here in our second quarter. Well, Caden's made a couple nice plays for us to get into the basket there, Jeff, and that's what we know. That's what he does best.
You know, when he first come into the game, didn't start tonight because of senior night, I thought he looked a little slow.
And I think, you know, sometimes when you come off the bench like and you're used to starting however many games in a row he started, I think he probably was just trying to kind of get in the flow of things too, which is good.
But then the last couple times down the court, it looks like he's got his explosion that we're used to seeing and done a really nice job. You know, Gary, I was watching the referees get water from Carter Johnson, our water boy, and your referees, they could probably write a book on gyms they've been in and different stuff that's gone on.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about the bad stuff, you know, the things that different schools
experiences
do.
that they've seen. And
that would be interesting.
Yep.
Lions get the ball after that made basket and timeout by them. So they're in their offensive end. Thompson has it right at the free throw line. Nobby's on him. He works the left side of the rim, puts it up, and he does get that one to roll in.
Good strong move there by Thompson. 22-12 Chargers.
Their first points of the quarter come just
like
about.
Lions go back to their little zone here, little 1-2-2 zone. That I think it's the first one we've seen this year, isn't it, Jeff?
Oh, yeah. We can find Spears cutting along the baseline. He couldn't do anything with it. Kicks out to Muckerhide. He's going to try a Heritage Automotive 3. He comes up short. Palmer
good hustle there by Carson Palmer. Wasn't able quite to get it back to our guys, but he got his hand on the ball.
Rushville goes over the top, gets it inside. Spears is there to knock that pass away right into Youngman's
Good headsy
hand.
play there. Blake kind of anticipated that pass and got the ball back for the Chargers.
Chargers going to set their offense against this 3-2, 1-2-2 zone, whatever you want to call it. Palmer spins around, finds Spears in the corner. Heritage Automotive 3 is good.
25-12 Chargers.
Kane with it. Muckerhide's on him. He gets it to the free throw line, gets Muckerhide in the air, but he kicks out to the teammate.
I wish we'd stay on our feet. You know, we're opening up opportunities by trying to leave our feet too much there.
Wolf gets that basket for the Lions. Spears has it up on top to Muckerhide. Muckerhide gets to Youngman. He's going to try a three. It's looked a little better that time. Long rebound goes to Nobby. Kicked over to Spears, up on top to Palmer. Inside to Nobby. Off his hands. He's able to get his hands back on it. Now he gets knocked out of his hands.
Another deflection there by Wolf from behind, so he's done a nice job there.
Well, they're so compact in there, Gary.
Yeah.
Especially that time on Lance. He really didn't have anywhere to go with it. Kane gets it into the lane, kicks out to a teammate. They're working around the arc now. Back into Thompson at the free throw line. Fakes a shot, puts it on the floor, gets a six-footer up over Nobby and in.
Again, both times he's kind of gone to his left, which is a little different for a right-hander, but he's knocked it off the glass. Got the lead now back to 9.
I think Lance needs to maybe back off him next time, see if he'll shoot that 15-footer.
Yeah, that could be.
Muckerhide gets it in the lane. He puts up a running 12. It's missed, no good. Lions come down away with the rebound. Quickly up the right-hand side of the floor. He traveled, no call. Back to that young man. He's going to fire a three, and it's good. That's Kane Thompson with that one.
And that cut the Charger lead from 13 to 6 real quick here. So it's like Linkmeyer and Messer check back in the ball game for Nobby and Youngman. 3:07 to go here in our Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter. 25-19 Chargers.
Muckerhide's going to walk the ball up. Looks like they're going to stay in that zone defense. We get it to Messer on the baseline. Finds Palmer on the right side of the rim. Kicks it out to Spears. Spears inside the arc. He puts it up. Probably too close and misses.
Good rebound there by Reed Messer.
Messer's wide open just inside the arc. He passes it up. Creates a little space. Right side of the rim. Misses Linkmeyer's there, but can't control it. Goes out on Rushville, though.
Good active rebounding there by both Connor Linkmeyer. Looks like Reed's limping a little bit, and Reed Messer both there on that possession. If he came down on a foot there or what happened exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. We inbound under our basket. Palmer just inside the arc. Gets to Messer right side of the rim. He goes up. He can't convert. Tip rebound goes out to Rushville. There's two pretty good opportunities at the rim for us.
We had good looks there. The first one, I know Reed had a lot of pressure around him. Thompson was kind of behind him. And
Rushville with the ball. They get it to Kane, high left wing. Chargers stay in their man-to-man defense. 2:18 to play here in the quarter. Kane jumps into the lane, and Muckerhide's able to tie him up.
I think Lions will keep possession of that probably. So, Lion ball on the baseline.
Kane to trigger it in. Thompson in the corner. Gives it to Kane. Up on top now. Working around the arc. Still outside the arc, left-hand side. Kane puts it on the floor, left side of the rim. He misses. Thompson's there for the
good job there. We just didn't get Thompson blocked out. Got to keep. So it's a 9-0 run for the, I think that's right. I think it was 25-12, maybe it was 25-13. But nonetheless, Lions have it within a point.
Linkmeyer has it. Find Messer on the baseline. He's too deep to shoot it. Up on top to Muckerhide. Now to Spears. High left wing with it. Finds Messer on the baseline. Tries to go over top to Palmer.
You know, right idea there, but we just got to make a bounce pass into Carson there. You can't throw it over the top of somebody. So that's a third turnover for the Chargers.
Rushville brings the ball into the front court. This is Morton with it. Linkmeyer's on him. High right wing. Still got his dribble going. Trying to get it inside to Thompson. They have to skip past, clear across the court to a Rushville line. He misses, and we lose the ball out of bounds.
I think we just
mishandled the ball.
You know, that old saying, you got to be a two-handed player, and I think Carson kind of had to rebound and tried to kind of swipe at it with one hand, and it kind of bounced it off his own knee there. The Lions will keep possession. 25-21.
Kane to trigger it again. Goes over top to Thompson. Finds 11. He fakes.
And again there, I don't know why we're flying at a three-point shooter that's 2 steps behind the line there.
Rushville has it. This young man goes to the left side. Muckerhide's going to pick up the foul. He went over his back. That's just our first team foul this second quarter.
Yep, so Morton will go to the line, shoot 2 free throws. We've just been a little out of sync on the offensive end this quarter, Jeff, and then defensively here we've had some possessions here where we haven't been able to get stops, and add those two things together, and that's why Lions have been able to cut into that lead.
Yeah, I think we got just over a minute to play here in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter, but we need a good run here to finish this half.
Yep, I would agree.
Morton hits 1 of 2. give him his 4th point on the night. 22.
Lions are going to stay in that 1-2-2 zone.
Find Linkmeyer. We throw it right to the line on the baseline. Thompson comes out of that mess with it. He don't want anything to do with it. He finally gets it across the timeline, gives it up to a teammate. Kane has it with 49 seconds to play. He checks the clock. Bookerhide steps out.
They're probably going to try to hold it for one here, I would guess. If I'm Coach M from Rushville, having trouble struggling scoring.
And looks like Rushville calls a timeout.
Yeah, 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Yeah, the Chargers kind of had them in a pinch there, and Coach called a quick timeout to save them from losing possession or whatever. But really kind of need a stop here. But Rushville's played pretty well this quarter.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a couple opportunities at the rim that I felt like maybe we should have converted on. We didn't. But like you said, we go down and have empty possessions. They come down, hit a few buckets. If they go in, if they get a bucket here, cut it to 1, possibly tie the game at halftime, they're going to be pretty excited.
Well, and that same thing we've always talked about, Jeff. You're giving a team that on paper is not as good as you. You're giving them a little confidence. You're giving them that ability to think that they can win.
Right.
And that's not what you want to do.
That makes for a long night if you're a Charger fan.
Oh, yeah, well, especially if you're a coach, too.
Close to over and back. Referee sitting there shaking his head no. He was right on it. So no argument from me. Lions with the ball. I really expect them to hold it here for one shot. Yep. Linkmeyer goes all the way out.
We just can't go to sleep and give up a wide open 3 or a back cut or something, or an offensive rebound.
They're running the weave up on top. Our Chargers really go out there and chase.
We've got a foul to give too. Actually 2 fouls to give, so we got to kind of keep that in mind.
You got the Kane. There's down to about 5 seconds. Linkmeyer's on him tight. They find a teammate. It gets blocked somewhat. Bookerhide gets the ball, and that's your half.
Yeah, we were able to recover defensively there, and Lions got off a kind of a desperation 3 that Reed Messer came out and got a hand on. And so that concludes our Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter. And at halftime, Chargers holding a slim 25-22 lead here. We'll take several sponsor breaks and be back with our Stones Farm Service halftime show right after this.
Hello, this is Ty Fleetwood, sales manager at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, located at 950 North Michigan, Greensburg, Indiana. I want to invite you to visit us at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick. We are here to help you with all your new or pre-owned purchases, as well as all your service and parts needs. We have Greensburg's only drive-in service lane and home of the free oil changes for life with the purchase of a new vehicle. That's right, it's free with Fleetwood. Stop in, from sales to service to parts, to see what's new and give us an opportunity to earn your business. As always, thank you for shopping at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, 950 North Michigan, Greensburg, Indiana.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Fleetwood Chevrolet and Decatur County REMC.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Got the new car itch? Well, be sure and check out the folks at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. There you'll find their in-stock 2022 models, and if you don't see exactly what you want, order it. Select the exact color, accessory package, engine, tires, and wheels, and when it gets here, you've got exactly what you wanted. See Ron Gardner, Tony DiLoretto, Dan Rubel, Kevin Milburn, or Josh Camplain for your new 2022 Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram today. Acra Automotive, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
Great news! Open Box Outlet is open at the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center. Not only do they make comfortable living affordable, they have constantly changing inventory with constantly changing specials. You'll want to go back often. Open Box Outlet features furniture for inside and outside. Open Box Outlet is family and veteran owned and operated. Find them in the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center or online at shopopenboxoutlet.com.
Flooring so beautiful, so exciting, it looks as though it were designed for your home alone. That's your dream of what your home should be. And when you visit Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, you'll know it's a dream come true. Discover the latest in flooring and carpeting expressions, made affordable. When it comes to selection, Levenstein's offers all types of flooring designed to blend with your living. You can depend on a professional, experienced sales staff, free estimates, and expert installation. Special financing is available. Levenstein's Abbey Carpet on East State Road 46, Greensburg.
Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has some tire deals. Right now, you can get up to $200 back in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And farmers, with harvest underway, don't let tire problems slow you down. The Walters Goodyear service trucks roll to you to get you back up and running. Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg at 220 West Main, phone 812-663-7551.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Walters Tire and Morning Breeze Healthcare and Retirement Community. Sports on WTRE brought to you in part by Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in downtown Greensburg and Decatur County Recycling. Do you have questions about recycling?
How do I dispose of sharps? Can glass and plastic bottles be recycled? How do I dispose of tires and household hazardous waste? Is there somewhere I can take my recyclables? Those are questions for Decatur County Recycling. You can find more online at www.decaturcountysolidwaste.com. Decatur County Recycling, assisting the community in reducing the amount of material taken to the landfill.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School. Halftime here with our Chargers on top 25-22 over the Rushville Lions. Halftime show is brought to you by Stone's Farm Service on East Main. Well, Jeff, we kind of stubbed our toe a little bit that second quarter. We bumped that lead up to, I think it was 25-12 maybe, and then Rushville went on a 10-0 run, and we just, as I look at things, we kind of quit attacking inside. And I know Lance was out for a period of that, but we still, I think, need to go inside to that high post area and work from that.
Well, I agree with what you said, Gary. When Lance was out, we went more to the baseline with it.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we had a couple shots we could have taken, but the problem with that is you're kind of limited on where you can go because you've got the baseline right there. The times we did have somebody, we thought about or tried to throw it back out to the high post, but our passes got tipped away, and like you said at one time, just a little bounce pass there, but it put it right in there. Had a few opportunities we didn't capitalize, and like you said, Lance was out, and let's face it, we looked for him first.
Yeah. Well, we were, and then especially when you're not against that zone, when you're not shooting the ball from the perimeter, I had us unofficially 3 for 10 from the three-point line, but, it's just how it is sometimes.
Well, could Chargers be considered maybe this is a bit of a letdown game or something coming off of Greensburg?
Yeah, you don't like to use that excuse, but yeah, there's a little truth to that.
There is no excuse. You got to play basketball tonight, or you're gonna potentially get beat
Yep.
here on your home court, senior night. Rushville Lions, real quick, scoring their 22 points, led by Thompson with 9. 2 kids with 4, Morton and Wolf, both of them with 4. Morton has a 3-pointer for them. And Kane Thompson comes off the bench, gets 3, and Kane, the kid that does most of their ball handling, has 2 points. I had them for just 2 team fouls there in the first half, so 2 kids with 1 foul each for them.
When you're playing that zone sometimes and you're not attacking inside, you're not going to commit a whole lot of fouls.
Chargers led in scoring by Lance Nobby. He's got 10. followed closely by Blake Spears, has 3 Heritage Automotive threes for 9. Caden Muckerhide comes off the bench tonight, unusual for him, gets 4 points there in the second quarter, and Linkmeyer has 2 points, get our 25 points. Lions are 2 of 5 from the free throw line. We were 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
Well, I think that's got to be a concerted effort. I'm sure the Lions are going to stay in that 1-2-2 zone, but I think we really have got to work inside out or go to the inside and try to get to the free throw line, whether it's by dribble drives or getting the ball inside to Lance or to Carson or whoever inside, and really attacking them to kind of get us on the free throw line as soon as we can.
I would like to see us pick up the pace, try to get a few fast break baskets,
I
something
agree with
like that. Get Rushville moving up and down the floor. I think if we could speed them up on offense, as you said, they struggle to put the ball in the goal. So if we get them sped up a little bit, maybe that would help us to expand this lead, hopefully. One thing we didn't mention, Gary, JV
I was
tonight,
just getting ready to say the same. Go ahead.
They won in double overtime, 61-51.
Yeah, that was, as we talked before we went on the air, it was interesting game, and Chargers had opportunities, missed several free throws there and throughout the game, but especially in the fourth quarter and the first overtime. But they were able to bounce back and get a good 10-point win for them, and they will finish the season. I don't know for sure, but I would guess they probably had 12 or 13 wins.
You know, I thought of that earlier today, and I meant to look, but they've done really well. And I thought at Greensburg the other night, there hadn't been too many nights that we've done a basketball game that both JV and Varsity have lost this year.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Well, we're under a minute of this Stones halftime report. Both teams are on the floor.
You know, pretty well played half. I had the Chargers unofficially for 4 turnovers, and they all kind of came in one segment there because we didn't have any in the first quarter, and I only had the Lions for 2 turnovers. So you're probably right in the fact that Coach Metz may be thinking about, okay, we may need to pressure them a little 3-quarter, full court to kind of speed them up to see if we can turn them over a little bit. But, you know, other than Thompson, they've got a small lineup in there. They've probably got kids that are pretty good ball handlers, so we'll see how things go.
Well, our second half, we're going to start with our typically starting lineup. Muckerhide steps in for Messer here, who started the game on senior night. So Chargers going to get the ball to start this Fry's A&W third quarter. The basketball and a 3-point lead. Muckerhide finds Spears on the right wing. Looks like the Lions are in that zone defense. We gets Nobby the right side. His shot gets blocked a little bit.
Yeah, you know, that was one that Lance I bet wished he had back because I think he hesitated just long enough to give the weak side defender time to come across there and get a piece of it.
Chargers staying there man-to-man to start this third quarter. Lions get inside the lane. Spears is able to rip the ball away from that young man into Muckerhide's hands. He's hustling up the middle of the court. He gets slowed down by a line defender. Now Spears back to Muckerhide up on top. They're in that zone. Spears has got an open shot. He doesn't take it. Find Nobby on the block. He's pretty low. He puts it on the floor, gets it knocked away. Somehow he gets it back.
And again, you know, that's what you get into sometimes when you get that ball down low with people around you. So turnover by the Chargers.
Rushville comes away with it after a scrum down there. Kane has it right-hand side. Gets to teammate Wolf. Back to Kane. They're working the right side into Thompson. He's at the low block. Nobby's on him. Takes a dribble. Has to kick it out of there. Gets to a teammate. Now back to Thompson. Left side of the rim. Up and in.
Good little screen and roll there. Lions got it within a point here. You know, with Lance the last couple possessions there, he's been a little hesitant, and I understand that sometimes, but I think both times if he'd have just gone right up right away, he'd have got an easy bucket out of it.
They're collapsing on the top of that zone now as we can't get it inside. Palmer has to step to the corner, skip past the Spears. Right corner 3 goes up, and it's money. Hits another one.
Heritage Automotive 3. So Chargers back up 28-24.
Lions going to walk the ball across the timeline now. Jenkins has it. Now to Morton. Morton on the left wing. Linkmeyer's on him. Up on top to Kane. Fakes the 3. Puts it on the floor. Gets to the right side. And we got a jump ball as Muckerhide was able to tie it up.
The Lion ball. You know, one of the things I've noticed, Lance is doing a good job of rotating across and was kind of ready to block that one too, but we're not really getting good rotation down in Lance's spot on that weak side rebounding spot or where Thompson is.
Rushville throws it off a teammate. Nope, I guess the Charger tipped it, so it's going to be Rushville basketball. Rushville's going to inbound under their basket. Kane gets it from the referee, goes over top to Thompson. He's out about the free throw line extended. Now he puts it on the floor, hands to a teammate Morton. Kicks outside to Wolf. He fires a 3. It's in and out, no good. Spears pulls down the rebound. Here come our Chargers on the run. It's Muckerhide. He gets stopped. Linkmeyer, he's wide open. He's going to fire a 3, And he hits the rim top of the metal out of bounds and falls in. Dang. Connor needed that one.
Yeah. Again, I didn't, maybe I wasn't watching close. I didn't think it hit the upright, and maybe it did.
I don't know. Lions get the ball on that. I don't know if you consider that a turnover or how's that?
No, just a missed shot.
Missed shot.
Yep.
Okay. Lions get the ball. Thompson inside the lane. He's going to fire that 15-footer, and he
knocks
drains
it in.
So.
Yeah, we've just got to change the pace a little bit here somehow. We're kind of playing at their pace right now. We're coming down and see, Caden shouldn't pick his dribble up right there. Get in a gap, drive a gap.
Try to force it into Parmer at the high post.
Yeah, we're lucky Carson kind of saved that one for us, but Connor tried to force that pass in there when it really wasn't there. I mean, right now they're kind of collapsing around that post area there and making it difficult inside for us.
Spears triggers to Parmer, back to Spears. Left wing three this time. He hits another one. Blake Spears.
Nice decoy by Carson Parmer there, acting like he was going to take it back to the front, which let Blake step in.
5 Heritage Automotive threes for Blake Spear tonight. We're early in the third quarter. Rushville with the basketball.
We just need to get a defensive stop here.
Thompson gets Parmer in the air, no
fortunate
foul.
there probably.
We kick out to Muckerhide. He goes left side of the rim. He puts it up too hard.
That's a tough one.
Lions are there to pull down the rebound. This is Jenkins. He's going to bring it up the left-hand side. Gets to Morton. He's going to fire a three just about straight on. It's no good. Chargers pull down the rebound.
Like Coach Metz calling out some kind of little set against the zone here.
We give it to Spears on the right-hand side. Try to set a screen inside for Nobby. It doesn't work. Muckerhide has to kick back out. Linkmeyer, left wing. He puts up another three. It hits the iron again.
You got to be kidding me. How often you see that 2 times in a row and goes up and hits the upright up there. The Lion ball.
Gary, the worst part about that is Connor's going to lose confidence. He needs to keep shooting
exactly. I agree because I've watched him in practice, Jeff. He's a pretty capable three-point shooter.
Kane gets it just inside the arc, throws to a teammate.
Morton misses an easy one there.
Yeah. Chargers come away with another rebound. We really need to convert here.
Guess that wasn't Morton. I guess that was 12.
Jenkins, I think. Yeah. Chargers with the ball. Muckerhide looks at a three, passes it up, finds Spears in the corner. They're going to start closing out on him. Nobby left side of the rim. He gets a block.
Good block there by Thompson.
He takes it right off the block. He's able to maintain it, gives it up to a teammate. That's Jenkins. Brings it in the front court. Now Morton, right side of the rim. He challenges our Chargers and puts it up and in.
Good straight line drive there. Looks like the Lions are going to call a timeout. I believe that's their third one. See if it's going to be a full or a 30 here. Looks like it's a 30, so we'll keep it right here. 3:25 to go here, and I forgot to even mention our third quarter sponsor is Fry's A&W. 31-28 Charger lead here. Well, we've done a few things a little bit better, but that possession there, we kind of kept the ball out front and on one side of the floor too long. We've got to get some ball reversal and get it moving back and forth, and then when they start jumping out, trying to take passing lanes, that's when we need Caden or Blake or Connor or somebody to dribble drive those gaps in and make it collapse back in. But Lions have done a nice job. They've defended a few possessions just half with Lance inside, and that's what they need to do. So we're going to have to come up with an answer here.
I was thinking one of the last times down the court, they really collapsed on Carson at that high post with their zone. We need to find, I don't know if it would work, if you can get somebody near the basket and just throw over top of the zone, maybe hit Lance on the baseline down there. We get to Lance, and he got shoved pretty good.
Yeah.
So he got fouled.
And again, I mentioned this first half, Reed kind of made the mistake of trying to throw it over the top. Carson made a nice little bounce pass, got it into Lance there. So he'll go to the line, shoot a couple.
They called out a shooting foul?
He said he was going up with it.
Okay, that foul's on Jenkins, his first. Nobby's back to line for Chargers. The only Charger's been in line tonight, and he's still perfect. It's another Ameriprise Financial free throw. He's 5 of 5 from the line tonight.
That's Messers checking in the ball game for the Chargers. 32-28 Chargers.
Lance gets the ball from the referee, puts this one in the air. 6 of 6 on the night.
Good for him. 33-28 Chargers. Now we need to string together some defensive stops here, which was what we weren't able to do at Greensburg the other night consistently.
Chargers are in the man-to-man. Lions running their offense against that. They get in the corner. That's Wolf working the baseline. Now Kane on the left side, up on top. Inside to Thompson. Lance is able to steal the ball away from him. Gives it up to Muckerhide. Muckerhide finds Spear, left wing, sets his feet, fires it short. Messer with a long rebound.
By Reed Messer.
Muckerhide's going to try a three, and he
There
hits
we go.
one.
That's kind of a positive thing there. We got a defensive stop, missed a shot, got an offensive rebound, and was able to knock in a three. So, like to see those kinds of things.
6 Heritage Automotive threes for our Chargers tonight. Spears with 5, Muckerhide with 1. Lions with the ball, left-hand side. They drive it into the lane, and he got fouled going. Is that going to be on?
Might be on Spears, I'm guessing.
Is.
Yeah.
Blake's going to pick up that foul, his second.
Second team foul, I think, on the Chargers. That's first on the Chargers this half.
Yeah, first this half.
Looks like first. So Morton will go to the line to shoot
2 free throws for this young man. First one's up. Good.
It's like Chase Youngman checking in for Spears.
Waiting on the referee to give the ball to Morton, and he finally does. He eyes it. He puts the ball in the air, hits both of them.
Lions cut the lead to 6, 36-30 Chargers. 2:25 to go here in the Fry's A&W third quarter.
1-2-2, 3-2 zone. We're working it up on top. Find Messer on the right wing. Now Palmer, baseline, nice pass to Nobby. A little low for Lance to handle clean.
I think Lance got in a little hurry there, too. If he kind of would have waited on the pass, he was trying to take off before he caught it.
Lions get it to the baseline, have to kick it out of there. Kane gets it to the free throw line, reverse pivots, throws it out to a teammate. 3 goes up, bounces off the rim, no good. Nobby pulls down the rebound.
Yeah, again, it's another important possession here. We need to bump this up to 8 or 9. And
I agree. Now
again, I look at that high post area. There, Carson finally slid in there, but.
Well, one of the things is we got to hit him while he's cutting up in there. We can't let him stand there. Now Lance got it there. They surround him. He puts it on the floor, gets his shot blocked.
Yeah.
And it goes out on Lance. It's going to be Lions'
Thompson
ball.
doing a nice job down there.
A couple 6'5" seniors matching up down low.
Yep. It's like Thompson and
Jenkins.
Going to take a little break here for the Lions. A couple subs come in.
Big 50 Corn checks in for the Lions. Kane breaks the timeline with it, gives it to Morton. Morton's guarded by Messer. Messer backs way off him. Morton's going to survey the defense. Minute 18 to play here in the quarter. Too long to hold on to it, I'd think. But boy, Rushville's got the pace of this game right where they want it, don't they?
Sure.
Rushville's running a weave. Wolf back to Morton. Morton to Kane. Minute to play here in the Fry's A&W third quarter. Wolf on the right wing with it now. Youngman checks him out there. Steps up on him a little bit. Muckerhide gets his hands on that pass. We can't control the ball. Rolls into Wolf's hands. They get it to teammate on the baseline. Wolf's wide open. He's going to try a 3. He's no good. Ball gets knocked out by the Chargers.
Again, we didn't do a very good job blocking out there. We just kind of watched the shot, and Thompson kind of snuck in there, got the inside position. So it's like Linkmeyer going to check in for Nobby here, give Lance a little breather going into the fourth quarter. 43.8 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Lions to inbound under their basket. Kane with the basketball. He's looking, has to go up on top. Morton has it. Linkmeyer's on him. Backs it out with 40 seconds to play. Linkmeyer checks the clock, backs off him a little bit. We're at 33 seconds to play here in the quarter. Connor must have got directions from Coach Metz as he nods his head.
Yeah, because I know the official was starting to count. He was in about a 2 or 3 count at that point. It's like they're just going to kind of try to clear it out the middle for Morton do his thing and on a drive.
Down to 16 seconds.
If I were Connor, I'd sure be forcing him to his left.
Yep. Messer jumps a little bit. He has to give it up. Gives it to Wolf. Now teammate down the corner. They try to get inside the corner. Bounces into Wolf's hands.
Yeah.
He gets that shot up.
Just one of those nights when
Muckerhide's going to get one up from half court. No good. 36-32.
One of those nights when we did a pretty good job there, and a deflection bounces right in the Lions' hand and right in the right spot to get the layup. So the Lions in the quarter on a good note and cut the lead to 36-32. So we'll take a commercial break and be right back with Charger basketball here on WTRE.
This is Michelle Gauk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. At Batesville Chrysler, we've been putting families into reliable cars since 1984. And when it comes to buying a dependable car, who you buy from really does matter. So visit us at Batesville Chrysler. We'll be there for you before and after the sale. We work hard every day to prove that you can buy a car anywhere, but at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is the difference.
Welcome back to North Decatur High School as we enter our Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter. Chargers on top and a close one here, 36-32. And the, like you said, Jeff, the pace of the game, the Lions have it in their pace at this point.
They do, Gary, and like I said there at halftime, I felt like we need to speed this pace of this thing up. Let's get this thing going up and down the floor a little quicker. One thing I noticed, we did not have a 2-point field goal in that third quarter.
Yeah.
3 Heritage Automotive threes and 2 free throws.
Rushville's done a really good job of collapsing around Lance Nobby when he's gotten the ball inside, and Lance was able to score several buckets in that first half inside, and we've got to figure out an answer for attacking this zone in the high post area there and seeing if we can do some damage inside. And again, like you said, pushing the tempo, getting the ball up the floor a little quicker, and then we got to get some stops on the defensive end.
Rushville gets the ball to start this Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter. Thompson's checked back in. He's at the free throw line. Goes to the left-hand side. He misses. Linkmeyer's there to clean up the glass. Gives it up to Muckerhide, and here come our Chargers. Their zone gets back in a hurry and gets set. Gives it to Youngman there on the left wing. Now Muckerhide inside to Lance at the free throw line. Reverse pivot, left hand. A little strong, no good. Lions pull down the rebound.
Yeah, that's Lance's go-to move there, and Thompson did a nice job of just getting a hand up on him. And
Lions got the ball outside perimeter. Kane thinks about 2 threes, passes up both of them. Puts his head down, goes to the right side of the rim. He misses. Nobby pulls down the rebound, hands it to Muckerhide. Muckerhide's trying to hustle it down the floor, finds Messer. Messer back to Muckerhide, finds Linkmeyer. He throws a pass that didn't have a chance. Luckily, the Lions knock it out.
And again, we're kind of overpassing a little bit sometimes. Like Spears is going to check back in the ball game for Youngman.
So Spears going to step out of bounds and throw this ball in under the Charger basket. Nobby in the corner, gives it back to Spears. He's been hot from that corner. He's off this time.
Good block out there by the Lions. Good save, but
they're going to save it right back into a Lion, so they're going to come away with the basketball after that mess. They find Thompson right side of the rim. He puts it in.
So back to a 2-point lead for the Chargers, 36-34.
Muckerhide has the ball in the front court for our Chargers. Lions get back, set up their zone defense. Spears finds Nobby on the baseline, right in front of the basket to Messer. Messer passes it up to Nobby. Too much passing, too close together. Linkmeyer's there to try to tip
right
back.
Now Thompson is kind of in our head a little bit. Not just Lance, but all of our kids around the basket there.
Jenkins fires a 3, no good. Rushville's fans would have exploded if that would have went in. Nobby has it on the left baseline, gets around Thompson, backs him off with his shoulder, misses the shot. He's thinking too much about him, not putting the ball in the hoop.
You're exactly right. Just kind of in his head a little bit now. Thompson's blocked a couple of his shots, and he's missed a couple around the basket, so just got to keep doing it.
Lions with the ball. They get Thompson on the baseline, kick it out to Jenkins, high right wing. Linkmeyer's on him. He's been on him most of the night, I feel like. They get it to Kane. Kane on the high left wing. We are in the fourth quarter, just a 2-point ball game. Rushville's trying to tie it with his shot, and they do.
Tie ball game with Kane with a nice little jump shot there, 36-all. 5:33 to go here. This game kind of reminds me a little bit, Jeff, of the East Central game where I didn't feel like we played real well and just kind of let them hang around. And
Muckerhide with the ball up on top. Gets to the right side. It gets blocked out of bounds.
Yeah, Thompson's doing the job there.
Yeah. It looks like the Charger got teed up here.
Who was the tee on, Lance?
I'm not sure. Looks like they're going to get Reed Messer for the technical foul.
Yeah, I couldn't see what was going on, or I guess I wasn't looking in the right location or whatever. I don't know what was said, or.
Yeah, I don't know what happened either, but what's done is done. So Rushville's going to get a chance to take the lead here, Gary.
Yep.
They're going to send Kane Thompson to the free throw line to shoot these technical fouls. He hits the first one.
The first one in. Looks like Carson Palmer checking in for Reed Messer. Well, and again, this is what we've talked about since early in the game, Jeff. You let a team like this hang around, and you start looking over your shoulder a little bit, and you're playing not to lose instead of playing to win. Because I think we've lost a little bit of that aggressive nature on both ends of the floor. And
I think we need to press.
Yeah.
We need to find some way to get this game sped up. So at 5:15 here in the fourth quarter, Chargers lose the lead to the Rushville Lions on the 2 technical free throws that young man hit as Kane Thompson hit them. And Rushville gets the basketball. So Rushville with the 2-point lead and the basketball. Jenkins has it. They get Thompson. He's going to fire up a 14-footer. It's missed, no good. Rebound to Spears and gives it up to Muckerhide.
Not sure that's what Coach M kind of wanted at that point, but
Farmer, we get it inside to Nobby, kicks out to Linkmeyer. He gets it up on top to Muckerhide.
Well, we've just got to have some dribble drives in the gaps. We've got to get Caden into the gaps of the zone here.
Muckerhide with the ball, high left ring, gets a ball screen, puts up a 15-footer. It's off the back iron, no good. Linkmeyer goes up high and tips it, but we can't tip it to a Charger. Rushville comes away with the basketball.
We have yet, unless I'm wrong, to score a 2-point field goal this half.
You are correct. Rushville with the ball. They got to Morton, number 11, inside to Thompson. Bobbles a little bit, gets his hands right back on it. Tries to do
Good job by Carson there, getting his hand up and deflecting the ball.
Muckerhide has it. He runs with it a little bit, gets the Linkmeyer fired up there. Connor, he does it. Now Palmer has it. High post, pretty wide. Looking.
We've got to move. We're easy to match up and guard right now. We're not getting any movement in our zone at all. We're just kind of standing around, kind of looking for the next pass.
Might be a good time for a timeout for our Chargers.
Yeah, Coach Metz calling out 3 here.
Muckerhide didn't like what he's seen as Metz was calling the play out. Back to Muckerhide up on top. Getting a little more movement now. Muckerhide dribbles into traffic. Now he tries to force one to Palmer. It gets tipped away by the Lions.
We're just we're trying to force too much inside now, and we're not getting good ball movement. We're kind of staying stagnant in one spot with the ball, whether it's with the dribble or with
Rushville working the ball up on top. Kane had an avenue, passed it up. Jenkins going to fire a 3. It's off the back iron, no good. Muckerhide with the rebound. Hustles it up the court, gets to Nobby. Skip past the Spears on the right side, back to Muckerhide. Looks inside, doesn't do it, gets a ball screen. He's going to fire one up. It gets blocked.
Thompson gets another block. That's probably about 4 or 5 blocks for him now.
Yep, Rushville comes away with that loose ball. 2-point lead and a basketball yet. We've played just about 3 minutes since that tech, and nobody scored, Gary.
Yep. Well, we haven't scored in a quarter.
No. Jenkins has it, gets in the lane. Now Thompson left side. He puts it up and is able to roll it in.
Bucket. Yep, a 4-point lead here.
Chargers down 4, look like a 2-3 zone this time. We go right inside, right side to Lance, ball fake up and in.
Good job there faking and getting the inside score. So 40-38 Lions here with 2:17 to go here in our Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter.
Put a little pressure on them in the backcourt.
This is where we got to have some defensive discipline too. It's like the Lions are going to call time. I think that's their 4th, Jeff. So they're down to 1 timeout. But we'll take commercial break and be back with our final 2:07 right after this.
Hello, this is Ty Fleetwood, sales manager at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, located at 950 North Michigan, Greensburg, Indiana. I want to invite you to visit us at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick. We are here to help you with all your new or pre-owned purchases as well as all your service and parts needs. We have Greensburg's only drive-in service lane and home of the free oil changes for life with the purchase of a new vehicle. That's right, it's free with Fleetwood. Stop in, from sales to service to parts, to see what's new and give us an opportunity to earn your business. As always, thank you for shopping at Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, 950 North Michigan, Greensburg, Indiana.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Fleetwood Chevrolet and Decatur County REMC.
We are back here at North Decatur High School for our final 2:07. The Rushville Lions holding a 2-point lead over our Chargers, 38, and the Lions will have the ball out of bounds.
I believe you're right, Gary. I think I seen the score bench tell him that Rushville has just one timeout left.
Here's the tough part about it, Jeff. We've only committed 2 team fouls, so we need to be aggressive here in case we have to foul them to stop the clock, to put them to free throw line. We can't just let them sit on the ball here for a minute and a half. We got to start gambling, looking for a foul.
And these refs, they haven't called many fouls tonight, so looks like Palmer's trying to get a foul, and he tips it away. He got pushed.
Yeah, he's going to call a foul. I think we're lucky that Carson didn't get a foul, but number 2, Wolf, after Carson kind of grabbed the ball, kind of pushed. So Chargers will have the ball out of bounds with the opportunity to tie the ball game up. Lions staying in their 1-2-2.
Buckeye gets the ball across the timeline. Get it to Palmer on the inside. He gets bumped a little bit, kicks to Spears, fakes a 3, kicks back out to Muckerhide. He's wide open. He's going to try a 3. He's long off the iron, no good.
Yep.
Long rebound goes to Spears. Dribbles it up on top, gives it to Muckerhide. Now back to Spears. Looking inside, nothing doing there. Now Muckerhide back to Spears, right-hand side. Nobby outside the arc on the right-hand side.
We've got us pushed out on the perimeter, Jeff, and we've got to attack the basket a little bit there.
Muckerhide, now Spears. We find Nobby, right corner. Drive on him, Lance.
Oh, boy, we just, Carson made a nice cut to the bucket there.
Carson's going to try a 3 from the right corner. Long rebound to Nobby. Kicks it out, gives it back to Palmer. And I think Coach Metz just took a timeout.
Yep. Which is probably not a bad idea.
No.
1 minute exactly on the clock here. We're going to take a full timeout. So we'll just, we'll keep it right here. It 40-38 Lions, Charger ball here, and I think Coach wanted to get something set. I think he actually called the timeout before Carson even loaded up to shoot that one.
Yeah. So I'm sure he's going to call set. Looking for it to go inside to Lance, right?
I would think so, but they may try to go inside and back out to Caden or Blake, and it's one of those things that, like I said. It's a little more difficult sometimes to call sets against a zone than it is a man. And so I'm sure they have some kind of concept in mind of what they want to do. But, at this point, you can't panic. You can't shoot it quick. You can't try to force a pass. Just have some composure. We got a veteran team in there. Now's when we find out a little bit about what they're made out of. We haven't played particularly well this ball game, but now's when you show your character a little bit.
And as you said, Gary, now if we don't come away with a basket here, we're going to have to foul. We're going to have to commit 5 fouls in a hurry. We get Spears in the corner, struggles to handle it a little bit, has his dribble and uses it. Linkmeyer up on top of Muckerhide, looks at a 3, doesn't take it. Now Nobby, high right wing. Linkmeyer on the bottom of that zone. We're working around the arc yet. Now we get inside to Nobby. Nobby kicks out to Linkmeyer to Spears, left wing 3. Come on. There we go, Blake.
Long 3. Now we got to use some of those fouls. We've got 4 team fouls to use. I don't know if coaches have talked about that, but I sure wouldn't be letting them get a shot off. I'd be using a foul right now. Make them force him to take the ball out of bounds.
They get it inside to Thompson. Now kick it out. And
Good.
Tries to pick
At least
up the foul,
Carson recognized that. Going to force Sam. And again, we've got to continue to use 3 more fouls. I mean, if you use a couple of seconds and force them to take it out of bounds, looks like Coach Metz is going to call a timeout, and maybe he'll talk about that. So,
Blake Spears.
Be Lion ball over opposite their bench with 12.3 seconds to go. We'll just keep it right here.
18 points for Blake Spears tonight. That Heritage Automotive 3 gives him 6 on the night, and that was a big one right now.
That was. Yep, that was. So, again, I think the Chargers have got 2. I thought they just said the Lions had 2 timeouts, and they were pointing 2 to. I thought they just had 1. Yeah, one and 3, I guess is what it is. But nonetheless, I would sure hope that our coaching staff is talking about using those 3 team fouls that we've got to use right now.
And you got to be smart. If they look like they're going up for a shot, you can't foul them then. You got to foul them before they get in that position.
Just let them throw it in, go out. It'll take a second or 2 once they catch the ball to put it on the floor. Once they put it on the floor, just go foul them. I'd foul them right now.
Fouling Lance. Lance had his hands all over him. He fouled him.
See, I'm not so sure I would have waited that long. That's scary when a guy gets the ball in that area. He's liable to just turn around all of a sudden on you.
That's Nobby's first foul of the ball game.
Yeah, we still got 2 fouls to use here, but again, I would make it challenging here.
They get it
right
to
there.
Kane. Kane puts it on the floor. Muckerhide fouls him from behind.
Ball will be out of bounds still on the opposite side, so Chargers still have one more foul to use. So
they're going to inbound on the side away from us again. 5.3 seconds. Chargers with a 1-point lead.
Blake needs to really cheat towards Thompson down there. Hopefully they don't try to throw it to him down there in the post right off the bat.
He did the inbounds two previous that. They go over top. Blake's able to steal the ball. Right side of the rim. He lays it up and in. And I think Rushville got a timeout before the clock expired.
Yeah, good heads up play. I'm glad that he didn't listen to me and cheat too far to the or to the ball side, Jeff. So good heads up play there and steal on that cross-court pass.
Rushville did get a timeout.
Put the Chargers up by 1 possession. So we'll see what they're going to put on the clock here. I would think, boy, 2.1.
Oh, wow, there wasn't that much time. Well, refs put 2.1 on the clock. I thought it was closer to maybe 3/4 of a second.
Well, I thought it was over a second, but nonetheless, we got to defend now, and we still have a foul to use.
That is true. Yeah.
Just let them throw it in, and they got to have a 3. So
right.
That's what they're going to be looking for. You just got to maybe on the inbounds pass, as soon as somebody catches it, as long as they're not into motion, try to commit your foul. And so the Lions are out of timeout now, and Chargers are. But again, you got to keep in mind that we have a 1 possession lead. You don't want to foul a 3-point shooter. Make them earn it. If they hit a 3 to tie it, to send it to overtime, they hit a 3 to tie it.
Right. And why wouldn't they? JV went to 2 overtimes.
Yeah, it looks like the Chargers are going to be in a little 3/4 court zone press here. Looks like Chargers are going to call a timeout here just to kind of make sure we're organized defensively.
Okay, looks like
Coach going to be a full timeout here. So again, pretty exciting. So we'll just keep it right here.
So. Okay, so we seen how the Lions were set up. Lions seen how we were set up. Of course, they don't have a timeout. I thought we had a pretty good lineup there.
Yeah, we did, but I'm sure just Coach Metz having a couple timeouts left, still probably just making sure that everybody understands what we're doing and make sure you're dotting the I's and crossing the T's at this point, because you don't want to have a slip up. We're in a position to win the game here if we just play smart. And again, I think it's one of those things that if they throw it in the backcourt, I think you kind of crowd them a little bit, and if you bump him, so be it. Before they're in the act of shooting, then they're going to have to take it out again, and with hopefully not a whole lot of time left.
Well, it looks like we're in our same defensive set.
Yeah.
Lions are in their same offensive set here. They got to go the length of the floor. This young man cannot run the baseline now, can he?
Yes, he can.
Because of the timeout.
He stepped over the line. Yep, stepped on the line trying to throw it in.
Yep.
And I wasn't watching in the backcourt, Jeff. Somebody evidently did a good job of taking a pass away, which he was looking up the floor to try to complete that. So
if you're like me, Gary, I was not looking in the backcourt.
Yeah,
I was watching a young man.
Coach Metz going to call his final timeout here. So 2.1 seconds to go here in our ball game. Our Napoleon State Bank fourth quarter. Chargers with a 43-40 lead and have the ball out of bounds under their own basket. So
now Rushville's in the position we were in. They only have 2 team fouls, 2.1 seconds. They can't hardly foul 5 times that quick.
Exactly. And the other thing, too, is Rushville being out of timeouts, you almost just need to throw it in, throw it up around the basket, or out at midcourt, because you throw it around the basket, sometimes we may reach over a kid and foul him. That stops the clock, sends them to the other end to shoot the free throw. They can miss it.
Not yet. We got 5 team fouls.
True. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I forgot about the extra foul we still have to give here. So, yeah, I think that's what I would do. Just throw a lob pass to Lance up around the basket there, or up around the
All right, we're going to find out what happens. Carson's getting ready to step out of bounds, take the ball from the referee. Referee's kind of telling him what he's allowed to do here now.
Yep, can't move.
Chargers run a double stack out by the free throw line. Blake to the corner. They foul him.
Yep.
And we got just 0.4 seconds to play here.
Yep, I imagine the coach just telling them to get away, not foul, and, you know, they were maybe kind of looking for some miraculous steal and Hail Mary at that point.
Yeah.
But
we just got to get it in. Carson does. He just throws it up, and time runs out. Chargers get lucky tonight, Gary.
Yes, we escaped there. We probably didn't deserve to win this one tonight, but just we'll take it. You know, it would have been a sour grape for these seniors and the team in general to lose on senior night going into the sectional. So we'll take some commercial breaks and be back with hopefully to interview our senior players and get their thoughts on the game maybe in a little bit going into the sectional. So more basketball on WTRE here. We'll be right back.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Got the new car itch? Well, be sure and check out the folks at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. There you'll find their in-stock 2022 models, and if you don't see exactly what you want, order it. Select the exact color, accessory package, engine, tires, and wheels, and when it gets here, you've got exactly what you wanted. See Ron Gardner, Tony DiLoretto, Dan Rubel, Kevin Milburn, or Josh Camplain for your new 2022 Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram today. Acra Automotive, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
Great news! Open Box Outlet is open at the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center. Not only do they make comfortable living affordable, they have constantly changing inventory with constantly changing specials. You'll want to go back often. Open Box Outlet features furniture for inside and outside. Open Box Outlet is family and veteran owned and operated. Find them in the Greensburg Commons Shopping Center or online at shopopenboxoutlet.com.
Flooring so beautiful, so exciting, it looks as though it were designed for your home alone. That's your dream of what your home should be. And when you visit Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, you'll know it's a dream come true. Discover the latest in flooring and carpeting expressions, made affordable. When it comes to selection, Levenstein's offers all types of flooring designed to blend with your living. You can depend on a professional, experienced sales staff, free estimates, and expert installation. Special financing is available. Levenstein's Abbey Carpet on East State Road 46. Greensburg.
Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has some tire deals. Right now, you can get up to $200 back in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And farmers, with harvest underway, don't let tire problems slow you down. The Walters Goodyear service trucks roll to you to get you back up and running. Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg at 220 West Main, phone 812-663-7551.
Sports on WTRE being brought to you in part by Walters Tire and Morning Breeze Healthcare and Retirement Community.
We are back here at North Decatur High School with the wrap-up here of our Charger victory, 43-40, 19th regular season win of the season for us, Jeff, and like I said, it wasn't pretty, but it was a win, and we'll take it. So, Coach Metz joins us at this point. Coach, I just made the comment. You know, we probably, and you probably agree, we probably didn't deserve to win that one tonight, but we did, and we're not going to look a gift horse in the mouth at this point in the season.
Right.
Win on senior night doesn't leave a bad taste in our mouth going into the sectional.
Right, and you know, if we can make it through our sectional, nobody's going to remember this game was 43-40 on
Exactly.
Saturday night. Nobody's going to care. I'm going to try to look at this as a glass half full because, you know, unfortunately for us, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, we haven't had a ton of late game experience like this, where it's tight and you got to really execute.
Yep, that's good.
And, at the end of the day, we don't want to sit here and make it sound like we wanted to be in that situation. We didn't. But again, we got some late game experience that may pay off in a tournament next week that we may need. So hopefully we see this kind of situation again. We don't panic and we fully execute just like we did tonight.
It kind of reminded me, I told Jeff a little bit, Coach, of the East Central game.
Yeah.
I think East Central is probably a better team than Rushville, but at the same time, we just kind of let them kind of hang around, the longer they hung around, just like a team does sometimes. The more confidence it gave them, the more they felt like they could win it.
Sure. And I saw enough good things. I thought our first quarter and a half was really good basketball. And it's going to kind of be sometimes what you get on a senior night. We start 5 guys that don't characteristically start together.
Interrupts your regular routine.
Right. But I thought those 5 guys came out and really set the tone, did a really nice job. I thought our defense switching and keeping driving lanes away were really key. And then, Coach M calls a timeout, and it was 10-22 maybe. And I thought at that point we just kind of relaxed a little bit. And they were able to claw their way back into a game. And just like you said, we kind of gave them confidence to hang around. And fortunately for us, we came out on the right end.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's a positive thing. And we'll kind of hang around if you can grab your seniors for us here.
Yeah, I will.
After we're done talking. But
yes.
It's good to get this last win. And now we got to prepare for the tournament next week.
Yeah, we do. And I'll go grab those seniors for you guys.
Yeah, no big deal,
okay.
Coach. But good win tonight. And like I said, we'll give you plenty of time now since we don't play till next Friday to get ready for South Ripley.
Sounds good, guys. Thank you.
Thanks. Jeff, you want to go through the scoring while we're waiting on the seniors to come out?
Yeah, I'll do that. I got to get my book turned around here. I'm going to start out with Rushville Lions tonight. They were led in scoring by Dylan Thompson, their big kid in the middle. He had 17 points for them. Morton, number 11, had 8 points. Wolf had a quiet 6 points. I didn't think he done that much, but 6 points. Kane Thompson comes off the bench, gives them 5. And Kane done a lot of their ball handling with 4 points for them tonight. They shot the balls 4 of 4 from the foul line in the second half, 6 of 9 from the foul line for the ball game.
Wow.
So they done really well for them.
Yeah,
from
especially a 58% free throw shooting team.
North Decatur led by Blake Spears tonight. I had him for 20 points. 18 of his 20 come from the Heritage Automotive 3-point line. Lance Nobby chips in with 14. 6 of his 14 come from the free throw line. The only Charger that went to the free throw line tonight, and he hit 6 of 6. So good job from Lance from the free throw line. Caden Muckerhide, unusual role for him tonight, comes in off the bench, gets 7 points. He has a Heritage Automotive 3, and Linkmeyer has 2 points to round out our scoring. Second quarter, fourth quarter, we did not shoot a free throw, but Lance Nobby, like I said, and the Chargers 6 of 6 from the free throw line.
Well, one of the things, too, and I think Coach Metz hit on a little bit, and I'm glad our seniors got to start the game tonight. And I know that throws you out of your normal routine, your normal rhythm, and that kind of thing. But I just kind of noticed Caden tonight. I know he's been a little gimpy, and that little injury that he had earlier in the week this week may be something that maybe is bothering him. He didn't seem like he had his explosiveness as he normally do.
I agree with that, Gary. And, hey, we got our first senior up here, Lance Nobby. Congratulations on the win tonight, Lance.
Thank you. I mean, it was a rough one, but we got it done, so that's all that matters.
Well, first question I have for you, we were getting ready to put your Grandpa Nobby on the phone or on the air here, but we chose not to at this point. Do you think that's a pretty good decision?
That's a great idea. I mean, I don't know if he was yelling or not. I hope he was yelling because if he was quiet, then it'd be 10 times worse. So,
well, we talked about this earlier. We know this wasn't our best effort tonight. No, I shouldn't say effort. Our best basketball tonight, and but yet it's still nice to get a win on senior night and to finish the season with a 19th regular season win.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, even though it was a tough game and a close one at the end, like Coach Metz told us in the locker room, we haven't had many close games scenarios like that at the end of games, and I think that's really good for sectionals and regionals for however far we go. It's good that we have this practice before heading in.
I would agree. We just talked also. I don't know if you realize that you were the only one on our team that shot free throws tonight. You were 6 for 6, and we never shot any other free throws other than your 6.
No, wow.
Now Rushville didn't shoot many either, but nonetheless, good effort. But well, Lance, congratulations. We won't keep you. We'll move on to the next senior and see if we can get a little talk out of Connor Linkmeyer here because I know he's real talkative.
Oh, yeah, he really is.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
And good luck next week.
Thank you.
Well, I guess we're not going to get Connor. We're going to get Blake Spears. Well, Blake, I just told Lance it wasn't our best basketball tonight maybe, but we survived, and it's good to get a win on senior night.
Yeah, like what Coach Metz said. He said in the locker room that we're going to be in those positions in sectional, and it was good to see it before we start, and, it was a good tough win.
Yeah. Well, you kind of made a couple big plays for us there in that fourth quarter, that big three that gave us a 1-point lead and a steal that got the easy bucket. Your grandpa in the back of his head was, when you got that steal, was kind of saying back it out.
Yeah.
But you probably made the right decision by going to the basket to get us a 3-point lead because they had all kinds of fouls that they could have used in a time period there. But nonetheless, we'll take that. So how do you think at this point going into next week our confidence is?
I think we're awfully confident. I mean, we just won this big game, and all the momentum's leading into next week, and we're going to have a good couple of days of practice, which should be ready for us to get prepared for Ripley.
Only one other question. Who on your team – no, let me restate that. Which seniors are the best singers? Which seniors?
Reed.
I could have guessed that, I guess.
Constantly he's singing on the bus on the away.
Good or singing?
He tries.
Okay.
I'll give him that.
All
He
right.
tries. He tries.
Yeah, Jeff and I probably could have guessed that without even asking that question or whatever.
Yeah, he likes to sing like Christmas carols and all that stuff. So yeah, it's a surprise.
Well, Blake, congratulations. Jeff, do you have a question?
Oh, I do, Grandpa.
All right.
So first off, you're getting a little older. Grandpa's not always going to be right. You done the right thing. You take it to the hole. You score.
Yeah.
Second thing is, I seen your video that Uncle Dane posted. I want to see that little move you had on that video.
I honestly don't even remember how I did it. I just kind of went like that and then put him back.
There
put
you
him
go.
back down.
It was pretty impressive when you were sixth grade or something like that.
Yeah, I was young.
I was excited to see that today. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And good luck at Purdue. Boiler
Thanks.
up.
Yeah, heck yeah.
All right, I guess Connor Linkmeyer is going to join us at this point. Well, Connor, congratulations on the big senior win tonight. As I've talked to Lance and Blake there, we know that it wasn't our best basketball tonight, but we survived and made some plays down the stretch there and won the ball game. But good effort. So what do you think you feel like going into next week now? Because that's going to be an important thing to have the right mindset.
I think just getting this win is going to be a lot of help to go into the sectional and just get our confidence back up. Because after Greensburg, we it was a tough game, but we'll get our confidence back up.
And Rushville played pretty well. I know the Thompson kid, he did a nice job for them. He was, I know we were kind of looking over our shoulder a little bit around the basket in that second half because I think we had him for, 5 or 6 block shots, and he did a nice job for him. But like I said, well, Connor, one of the things that Jeff and I have talked about all year, and glad to see you shooting the ball from the perimeter tonight because I've seen you in practice, and I know what kind of shooter you are.
Yeah.
You had a couple tough breaks here where I don't know if I'd ever seen where the ball hit short on the rim, and it didn't even give you a second chance to go back in. It just hit the upright on the back of the basket there, and we didn't even get the ball back. So, but you need to confidently continue to be offensively aggressive because we think that you can do a great job for us in the tournament.
All righty.
Because you've done a great job this year defensively. And who, as you look back, who's the toughest defensive match you've had this year? You individually, who you had to guard that you thought was really a challenge?
I'd probably say Kai Dyers. He's just always moving off the ball, always getting screened, just running around everywhere.
That's a good choice. He's a really nice player for the Pirates. Well, Connor, congratulations. Rest up a little bit. I'm sure you guys maybe are going to South Ripley to practice tomorrow or maybe do a little shooting, or I'm not sure.
Saturday morning.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is just Thursday, excuse me. But we'll let Carson Palmer join us now. Congratulations. Good luck next week.
Thank you.
Carson, good win for the Chargers tonight. I know you've experienced enough athletic stuff that you would probably agree with us that we probably didn't deserve that one, but we kind of gutted it out and made a few plays. And you made a real critical play for us when we had a lot of fouls to give, and I think you guys knew that, and you kind of knocked the ball away from Wolf over there in front of our crowd and was able to grab it, and he kind of pushed you, which gave us possession back and gave us a little momentum right there to get possession, because I think at that point they had a 4-point or a 2-point lead. I think maybe a 4-point lead.
I think it was 4-point, yeah.
Yeah. But great season this year. as you look back, I know that one of the things that I've been very, very impressed with you, and I know you've accepted this role very, very well. You've been the guy that's kind of quarterback, not putting that terms in a football term, but on the basketball court, the team very well this year. You've been very unselfish about anytime we see a zone, you're the guy in that high post that does a great job getting the ball to Lance and so forth. But tell us a little bit about it, what goes into that mindset and changing your mindset and maybe being a little bit more of a scorer and being an assist guy and getting the ball to people.
Yeah, I feel like obviously Lance has scored 1,000 points in his career, so I mean he's obviously a good scorer. He's a talented basketball player, so I feel like him and Blake and Caden, anytime you can get any of our scorers to say the ball as much as you can in open space, I feel like I have a pretty good chance of scoring there. And I mean, it's just a role that I've accepted because people need one on every team. So I mean, you got to have a hard worker and try to get somebody to go and give everybody the ball and try to facilitate it out a little bit.
Like I said, you made a big defensive play there for us tonight at a critical time. And like I said, I'm going to ask you because we asked Blake this, but just because he's sitting next to us here, you know, when you think about great singers on the team, especially seniors, who kind of pops into your head, or who is the lead singer on this team?
Reed Messer.
There you go.
Is he a good singer or is he just singing?
He tries.
You guys are consistent.
There you go. That's kind of Blake's answer too. So, you know, it's been one of those things this year, Carson. And I know it was kind of neat for all 5 of you seniors to get to start tonight or whatever. And but you've all been kind of a group that have played together for a number of years. But the only drawback is your 7th grade coach probably held you back a little bit too much. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Carson, congratulations on the win tonight. This makes it much easier on Coach Metz and all of you guys to win on senior night and give you at least a somewhat of a good taste going into the sectional next week. But I know South Ripley is not going to be an easy test for us. They're playing pretty good basketball right now, and they'll be a tough out for us. So I know we'll spend next week really putting things together and going in with the right mindset and be ready to take on the Raiders.
Sounds good to me.
Congratulations, Carson. Great
Thanks.
season.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next on the list, Reed Messer.
Howdy.
Reed, congratulations on win tonight here on senior night. And we kind of have all discussed this. We all, and you probably would agree, thought we probably didn't deserve this one tonight. We didn't play as well as we are capable of playing, and but again, we made some plays and did a great job down the stretch there and made plays. One of the things that I just talked to Carson about, and I can kind of share this with you too, because you know, going from football and being, I won't say the guy, but you know, you're a great football player, a great baseball player. Basketball is kind of your third sport, and so you have to understand that you have a certain role, and I'm sure Coach Metz has explained that to you, and you've done a great job with that this year, just like Carson has, and that's what it takes to make a team successful. Elaborate on that just a little bit.
Yeah, at the start of the year, we all go through our roles and stuff, and I was kind of the enforcer this year. Used my strength to kind of make deflections and steals on defensive side, and then, you know, just play a passer, screener role on offense, you know, get boards and stuff. So kind of that hustle player that, you know, every team kind of needs.
Yeah, and that's we all know that to be a successful team, you have to have people that play different roles and so forth. It would be nice, but even we see in the professional level, you can't have 5 scorers out there. There's not enough basketballs to go around. But nonetheless, you've done a great job with this year, and I just been really proud of you from that standpoint. I know you've signed a letter of intent to go to Taylor to play football next year. Tell us a little bit about that process.
I guess just after football season, they reached out to me. I went actually on a junior day visit there as a junior, and I love the campus up there. Small, kind of homey feeling, and then it's a very Christian school. So that's my beliefs, and I think that I can further myself as a Christian athlete there very well. So it was kind of a for sure move to go there.
Well, that's great. It's a great school, and you'll really enjoy it up there, I think, Reed. You know, we've asked a couple of teammates of yours a specific question involves singing, and they both kind of chimed in and said, no doubt. And we said, well, who's the best singer? And they said Reed, and Jeff said he sings or he's the best singer, and they both said, well, he sings. So maybe to kind of put it to rest, do you have any tunes you want to sing for us at this point?
I don't know if I want to go through concert right now, but they don't know what singing's about. I've never heard them start singing in the locker room, so I just think they're a little bit jealous.
And before we even asked that question, Jeff and I already knew the answer as to who they were going to say.
Yeah.
So, well, Reed, congratulations on the win tonight, and big week next week, getting ready for South Ripley. We have a great opportunity to go down to South Ripley and win a sectional. It's been a few years, been 7 years since we won a sectional down there, and you guys have had a great season. So hopefully we'll get prepared and go in there focused and be ready to take the Raiders on Friday night next week.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Hey, Reed, how'd you feel about starting tonight, senior night, get a chance to start? Was that important to you or just?
Oh, yeah. It was fun to be back out there with the guys that I started with way back in the day. So it was fun. We got in a little huddle at the start of the game before the tip, and we were like, let's just bring it back to the good old days and play some ball out here. So
You didn't try to sing to him in the huddle?
No. It wasn't the right time.
I got one other question. This probably isn't real fair, but did you deserve that tech?
Yeah, I deserved it. I mean, he was standing over top of Caden, and Caden's my little baby, so I got to protect him.
Well, I know you said something because you're a messer, but I do not want to know what you said then.
I could instinctively, when we saw it in the tail end of it, I could tell you were kind of trying to stand up for something with Caden, but I couldn't. We missed the initial interaction and so forth, and I saw you lift something about Caden, so we were kind of suspecting it was something like that. Yeah. But, that's water under the bridge, and, Chargers get a win tonight, and that's
right.
all we were after. So
right.
Good to see you standing up for a teammate.
Exactly.
All right, Reed. Well, congratulations, and let's get us ready physically and emotionally for next week.
Yep, definitely. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Reed. Reed Messer there, our last of our 5 seniors. And
good job, bud.
Great night for Charger basketball. Well, Jeff, I think that's about all we've got tonight. We can wrap it up and talk to our seniors, talk to Coach Metz briefly, and I think we've got a few people still standing around the gym here. But and just to kind of give everybody a heads up about next week, the Chargers will first game is on Tuesday night, and that is Switzerland County and Milan. That's I believe a 7 o'clock start on Tuesday night for people that want to go down to that. There's only one game on Tuesday night, and the Chargers will play the opening game on Friday night, which is a 6 o'clock start at South Ripley, and they'll play the Raiders to open the play up on Friday night, followed by Hauser, who drew the bye, and will play the winner of the first game or the only game on Tuesday night. They'll play in the second game. So encourage all of our fans to get out. Chargers have had a great year, and they really need for you to back them. And I will say, too, that we are not permitted, Jeff and I anyway, to do the video aspect. So you're welcome to tune in and listen to us, but we hope that you'll come down and view that thing face-to-face.
I couldn't agree with you more, Gary. Chargers need to show up at South Ripley, be loud and proud, wear your red, fill that gym up with red.
The Raiders are playing at home, so I'm sure they'll have a big crowd there, and we'll need to go down and really, as Jeff said, be very loud. So if nothing else, we appreciate all of our sponsors. Let me read through them real quick one more time. Fleetwood Chevrolet Buick, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Decatur County Recycling, Walters Tire, Acre Automotive Group, Buy Right Auto, Gillenhow Funeral Home, Open Box Outlet, Levenstein's Abbey Carpet, Morning Breeze, Hamilton Tebby Law Office, Decatur County REMC. Our free throw sponsor is Ameriprise Financial. Our 3-point sponsor is Heritage Automotive. Quarter sponsors H&R Block, Decatur County Memorial Hospital, Fry's A&W, Napoleon State Bank, and Stone's Farm Service is our halftime sponsor. Again, many, many thanks to all of those sponsors this year for allowing us to bring this to you. And hopefully we'll see all of you down at South Ripley on Friday night for that 6 o'clock